Guys, happy Friday, you guys. It has been an insane week. I've been on the boat with my kids. I've been swimming with manatees with my kids. But I'm back and it's Friday and this is probably my first real regular day in my classroom. I figured I would pick up the vlog camera because it's been a minute. But whoa, what am I doing? I'm like just getting into the vlog without introducing myself. My name is Hannah and I teach high school science in the wonderful Sunshine State of Florida. I teach environmental science, biology, and ecology. So quite a bit of different things. But luckily we are on a block schedule. So today I have all my classes today. Ooh. But kind of luckily for me, like planning prepping wise, let me think. A lot of my classes today are, how do I want to put this? Like catch-up days. So I don't really need to plan anything new this morning, but because of those 2 field trips this week, it has been crazy to say the least. And unfortunately, okay, I just want to put you guys down super quick, but unfortunately, because this is not a flattering view, but unfortunately, because I was gone for 2 days for those field trips, the way the block schedule worked out is it was like the same classes that I should have seen had a sub 2 times this week. So my students, half my kids I haven't seen since Monday. And I was actually really disappointed because right now we're in like our agriculture and aquaculture unit in environmental science. And I actually, oh dang, I don't have one of those worksheets on my desk right now, but I actually used to work as a whale watch, like tour guide naturalist on San Juan Island in Washington, which was an awesome job. And part of that was like seeing the effects of salmon aquaculture on like native killer whale populations. So yesterday I found them an article that I felt like was easy enough for them to read, but also like high level enough that it would be kind of like reading a textbook almost. And then I came up with like custom questions to go with this article that, not only made them like actually read the article, but it also kind of made them think bigger picture. And I found an Edpuzzle video, which by the way, if you've never been on Edpuzzle, you've got to do it. It's basically a way for you to take a YouTube video and insert questions into it. And they can be multiple choice, they can be true, false, they can be free response. It'll grade it for you. It pops up straight in their Google Classroom and you can watch it as like a whole group. I used to do that when I was at my old school because the kids didn't have technology besides their cell phones. Like I would put the video on the board and they would like handwrite the answers. But it's also a really great way if the kids have like iPads or Chromebooks or like a way to assign homework and they can watch it on their phones or something. And then it grades it for you really easy. So I was so excited about this, you guys. So I found the article that was it was like an American author's perspective on this issue. And then I found an Edpuzzle, which is the video with the questions built in, that was from the aquaculture side of it. So it was like 2 different perspectives and the kids could see like how they compared and contrasted. So I was really excited about this. And honestly, like the kids should have gotten it done in class like easily. One student from my first block turned in their video or like turned in their article worksheet. Most of the kids from my 4th, and that was it. So needless to say, I'm pretty disappointed. So yesterday when I got back from the field trip, I logged on to Google Classroom to see like, okay, where were the kids at with the video, because I can see exactly what grade they had. And you guys, I was so disappointed, to say the absolute least. I had one student turn it into my first block, different kid than the one that did the different kid than the kid that turned in the worksheet. I had 3 people turn it in for my 3rd block. So I'm looking at it right now. And let's see, 4th block. None. And you guys, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but like, I'm not that teacher that my kids don't do work. I mean, they like to come in and sometimes like they'll take their time or whatever, but I have expectations and I'm extremely disappointed in them. They're freshmen. So I got to school yesterday, of course, as they're leaving, and I was able to log into Google Classroom, see that they hadn't done it. And I sent them a remind saying, this is due tonight at midnight, no excuses. Posted the same thing in their Google Classroom. So this way, if they aren't on Remind, it was on Google Classroom. And you know what, that's that. I'm gonna have a lot of upset kids, but the truth of the matter is they took advantage of having a sub there. And some of my kids, I think, who normally would have done that, were probably trying to be like too cool for school. Well, Lo siento, not that sorry about it. So I don't know, having a mean teacher moment. But I'm just gonna kind of work on getting my room ready for the day. But I got my hazelnut coffee. And the Racetrack, which is the gas station around here, has had this amazing caramel macchiato creamer that is changing my life. It is so good. So I'm gonna drink my coffee and just get some stuff kind of ready for today. All my notes and bell ringers are done, so I want to just create some assignments for like just in case the kids finish the work that they are supposed to get done today. But it's gonna be a weird day. Okay, well, I'll see you guys later. I just kind of wanted to vent to you guys about my kids with the sub and just like share the truth of the matter. It's also February, which is a really hard month for students. So if it's your first year, October and February, historically speaking, at least in my county, is the month where grades drop the most and where there's the most behavior problems. So February, not the funnest month to be a teacher in, but I'm dropping the hammer, teaching the kids a life lesson today. So I think I'm gonna enter those grades into Skyward right now, which is their online grading system. So they can see the real consequences of their action right now. So this way, when I'm punishing kids, that sounds mean, when I'm holding my students accountable to what they're supposed to have done, I try and hold them accountable like immediately and not let it sit. Hold on. Oh. So if I decide to hold my students accountable, I make sure that whatever I'm doing to hold them accountable, whether it's like actually putting it in the grade book as a 0 or calling home or emailing home, you know, like whatever it is, I try and do it immediately. Because if I let it sit over the weekend, they're all gonna forget. So the goal is do it right now, and it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna do grades. I'll see you guys later. Okay, you guys, it is lunchtime. It is actually being a really, really awesome day. It's turning out to be so beautiful. Let me show you guys out the window. Oof, don't mind the windows are very dirty, but stunning. Last night, if you follow me on Instagram, you know the winds were gusting like 45 miles per hour. It was crazy. It was wild. We have these like outdoor benches that blow around like crazy on our school's like walkway area, so you have to bring them in. But now I'm going to try to get to my kitchen. Okay, this is okay. Okay, I made it. Just doing my classic, making myself a PB&J. I love my classroom because it has this whole kitchen lab zone set up. Our school used to be like apartment condos, so the rooms kind of are funky by having kitchens, but whatever. So I keep bread in the fridge at all times and like all the stuff to make peanut butter and jelly, because I found my first year teaching that I never packed a lunch. Like I didn't bring leftovers. Like for some reason when I'd wake up in the morning, I'd either forget the leftovers in the fridge or yummy, or I'd be out of to-go containers, or when I got to school, like I would have forgotten like a knife and a fork to eat my lunch with. So that was never working. Like I was never bringing like the night before's leftovers. And my most success was just like buying the stuff that I want for lunch, whether it be PB&J materials or like a frozen meal, which sometimes I do if I'm having like a rough week as like a reward. I'll do PB&J every single day except for Friday, and then Friday I'll have like a really delicious like microwave Chinese meal that's like really never actually that good, but it's different, so it's special. And just like leaving it in my room. And I found that has been the best. Finished lunch, and I just want to hop on here because it's actually been a really good day, so I wanted to document this now in case it turns on me. But the kids have actually come in and they've been really unusually calm, which is unusual because this week, I don't know what it was, like me and some of the other teachers were talking, but on Monday I felt like my kids were like insane, or on Monday I felt like the kids were just being like totally wild, totally out of control. And then today they've been like calm as cucumbers. It definitely doesn't hurt that some of them are missing on a field trip, but it's not even like some of my wildest ones. But either way, it's been a really good day. My fourth block came in and I had half the kids, which was amazing. Of course, I love all the kids, but it's really nice sometimes to just have a smaller group. And we put on some coffee house instrumental music and they just got a lot of work done. Today's kind of a catch-up day for my classes, like I said, but what were they doing? Oh yeah, they had to finish that worksheet I was telling you about from the sub today, or they had to, first of all, finish that worksheet that they had started with the sub. I wanted to show you guys that because I actually really, really liked it. So here's the article, and then space for the questions at the end. So some of them had to finish that. I yelled at them about well, not yelled, I sternly talked to them about the EduPuzzle video. A few of them had it like finished, but it never submitted. So they were able to like provide me with screenshot evidence. And so a few more than just 4 kids did the assignment, which made me feel a ton better. Then what happened? Yeah, so I definitely kind of dropped the hammer on them, and I think it really paid off. I hope it paid off. I hope that next time there's a sub, they act like mature high schoolers and not like middle schoolers, which is what I told them they were acting like. So they finished their worksheet from the sub. Some of them were able to do their EdPuzzle for a late grade because I'm not budging on that. It's late. And then they were doing a video assignment, which I'm actually really excited about. So what I did was I created, let's see, here it is. I created a worksheet with a bunch of questions, and in partners, I assigned the kids a nutrient, whether it was nitrogen, phosphorus, or potassium, all nutrients found in the soil. And then I gave them a series of questions on that worksheet, like what's its chemical formula, what chemical compounds is it found in the soil, what role does this nutrient play in soil, basically how your nutrient affects soil in a positive way, in a negative way, how do you even find out how much stuff is in the soil. So they answered all those questions, and then they created a video and uploaded it to Google Classroom, which I'm really excited about. So all the video submissions are sitting there, and they're actually really cute. So like the kids can make TikToks and then upload them, or they can make clips, like a movie through the app Clips, and it's more like educational picture based. So however they wanted to do it was fine with me. I said, any video format you want is fine. It just has to get uploaded to Google Classroom, because then what I think I'm going to do is like give them a quiz on all the nutrients and their effects and basically everything that's covered on this worksheet, but for phosphorus, nitrogen, potassium. And then they can log into Google Classroom and watch other people's videos to help them find the right answer. And then this way, I think it'll help like their peers be like, dude, your video didn't have the answers, or dude, your video was too fast. Like they'll be able to kind of like see what was wrong with their video without us like point blank all sitting down watching it and staring at it together. Just be more like a private one-on-one quiz session. So that's kind of the plan with that. So that's what they did. And then bio, what did they do? Oh yeah, I'm like, oh no, they did everything on the board. They were just finishing up a domains poster. There's obviously 3 major domains: eukarya, archaea, bacteria. Taxonomy, not my jam, not gonna lie. So I had the kids create posters, and I think I'm gonna do a similar thing with the quizzes. Like I'm gonna hang the posters all throughout the room, give the kids a quiz and a clipboard, and they're gonna walk around and answer the quiz questions using the posters available. I've just hung some of them up, but I really like this one right here. I think they did a nice job. I don't think it's perfect, of course not. But that's life. So I think that's kind of the style we're gonna do next week. My boyfriend is sending me like very interesting cryptic messages. He just asked me, do I have any vacation time? Which, duh, your girl's always got vacation time. Well, not really. I'm a big proponent of using vacation time and sick time for yourself when you actually need it. But he's asking me this, and we never go on vacation ever. He owns his own business, like very busy man. And now he's saying, well, and I said, yes, I have vacation time, but I always need 2 weeks notice just so I can get it off, especially if it's vacation. Like, it's one thing if you're sick. But now he's sending me messages like, well, I want to know, do I ruin the surprise or not? And I was like, what's the prize? But I didn't say that. I said, well, can you give me a date? And then I can just say yes or no to that date. And now he's sending me other messages. So hold on, let me go read them. He's not telling me. He's like, okay, well, you just come home for dinner and I'll run the ideas past you. So we don't know. We don't know. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this desk. That looks terrible. Another thing the kids did with the sub. Well, I wanted to hop in here and just wrap up the vlog. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at all the grading I did today. Like, how awesome am I? I mean, that's super messy because the kids are kind of digging through it today. Today, I'm actually really proud of myself. I took the time to go through my grade book and email all my kids' parents who have a D or an F. I find, honestly, the most effective emailing of parents happens Friday before they leave their workplace, because then they have the kids with them all weekend long. There's not a lot of there's no sports practices, so they can really nail down whatever it is their kid is missing or not doing. And I've already gotten some responses, so I feel really good about that. What else? I don't want to say I'm hyped up because I'm not heavily caffeinated, but I'm in such a good mood. You guys, I just have the best staff at my school, and we've just been it's been a hard week. I don't know what it is, but the kids' behaviors have been interesting. All the field trips have been crazy, super fun. But me and my coworkers have just been laughing our butts off every day this week after school's been over, and I'm just so grateful. That is what makes a school worth working for, is a place where you can just laugh and have a good time with your coworkers. So whatever. That's the haps there. Schoolwork wise, 6 o'clock went good, 7 o'clock went good. Everyone was just finishing stuff up, so I'm really stoked about that. Oh, you guys, my room is so clean. Oh, I wanted to show you guys some updates I did to my classroom. Number one, I have this maker station that's kind of disorganized right now because we were doing a lot of cleaning, or not cleaning, a lot of art-based project. It's kind of messy because we were doing a lot of art-based projects this week. There we go, that's a little cleaner. But yeah, but this zone in my classroom I really, really love. It's my maker station. I feel like that's an elementary school term, but that's what it is. I have all my boxes. I use my Cricut to label all the boxes with what they are, and it's really nice. So erasers, you pull it open, has dry erasers and real erasers, markers, and so it just kind of helps me stay organized. Colored pencils, more markers, highlighters. Ooh, I need to replenish my highlighters. You guys, I swear the kids steal my highlighters, but just stuff like that. And then of course I keep scissors, extra quick grab highlighters, hand sanitizer, obviously. Then I keep their calendar with all their information. You guys, I always put these up and I never use them. And then they're almost done folders. You guys, if you are a high school teacher, this is legitimately my favorite thing I've ever put in my room. I have a folder for every block, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, yada, yada, yada. And if we're ever working on an assignment and they're not quite done yet, I just say put it in the almost done folder. And then of course the no name bin, anything that I'm going through and grading, there's no name, I just put it in here. In this way, it's out of my space. But seriously, best thing ever. But this way, if a kid's oh, I was absent, they can just come and grab it. Or, hey, it says I have a 0. Well, you can redo it for partial points. I just keep it all in here. So, again, off my desk, not constantly printing copies. I keep graph paper, line paper, color paper, Chromebook cart, turn bin. Oh, but this is what I was going to say. I used to keep all my rulers down there. But honestly, they just kept spilling out on the floor and looking bad. So I took this old cookie jar and put all my rulers in here. Not my favorite look, but also not the worst look. Then what else changed? Nothing over here, nothing here. Oh yeah, I got some new plants. Well, I'm really excited about. I got this beautiful vining plant. I'm hoping he vines down this metal cabinet to be really pretty. And then normally I keep my snake plant right up there next to him, like a little bit in front. But my snake plant has this piece on him, and I don't understand what that is or what that came from. So if you know what that is, comment down below, because that kind of freaked me out. So I was like, maybe he's not getting enough sunlight. It kind of looks like a disease, though, like a plant disease. So I'm putting him right here to get some awesome sun over the weekend. And then, of course, I have my window plants, which I love. I think my little brother got me this hanging plant, which I really like. I'd like to hang it eventually, like right here, and get a few more. But for now, he's just going to hang out here. A mangrove. How cool is that? My other plants. And then, of course, I have these guys. So those are the changes. But everything else has stayed the same. Oh, wait, actually, I don't know if you guys have seen, wait, two things. Okay, ignore the bookshelf because it's kind of messy, but I don't know if you remember, there used to be 2 bookshelves right here, and I was finally able to get all of it into just one, which I'm really excited about because now I have room for another table here if I have more students next year, because I do have a class or 2 classes where I have more kids than I have seats. So like one kid's assigned seat is literally like the corner of my desk. He'll just pull his rolly chair up there. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. The closet, I was working on organizing it. Let me show you guys. Bum, ba-da, bum. I'm just so happy. It's like all my stuff, my printer, my Jenga blocks, my review packets, all my outdoor clothes, my, I don't know, stuff. Chemistry textbooks, I'm still seeing if I can donate to another school because our school doesn't teach it. And then I'll free up that shelf, and then, of course, chemicals. So, but you guys, so much better. Okay, but enough of my room tour. That's kind of it. Hello, you guys. It's me from the future, present day. I'm editing this video, and I 110% forgot to end it. But honestly, this vlog is long enough, so I'm sure you're sick of hearing me talk. Go follow me on Instagram, because honestly, right now, I'm so much more consistent posting there. YouTube is just a lot. I've been trying really hard this semester to like amp up some of my, like I have new personal teaching goals this semester, and in order for me to achieve them, I've just had a lot less free time to do YouTube. So follow me on Instagram. It's Biologist, but I just want to say I didn't mean to leave the video on hold, but I figured what the heck, better to have this as my outro than nobody at all. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time.